Starting an ant farm with a queen ant can be an exciting and educational project, providing a unique window into the fascinating world of these social insects. To begin, it's essential to understand the basic requirements for setting up and maintaining a thriving ant colony. This process involves careful planning, preparation, and ongoing care to ensure the ants' well-being and to create an environment where they can flourish. First, obtaining a queen ant is crucial as she is the heart of the colony, responsible for laying all the eggs and thus ensuring the colony's growth. Finding a queen ant can be done in several ways. One of the most common methods is to capture one during the nuptial flight season, which typically occurs in the warmer months when young queen ants leave their natal colonies to mate and start new colonies. During this period, you might see queen ants on the ground searching for a suitable nesting site. When capturing a queen, ensure that she has not yet shed her wings, as this indicates she has mated and is ready to start a new colony. You can gently capture her using a small container or test tube setup. Once you have your queen ant, it's important to create a suitable environment for her to lay eggs and start her colony. A popular and effective method is the test tube setup, which mimics the natural conditions of a nesting site. To prepare a test tube for your queen, fill 1/3 of the tube with water and then plug it with a cotton ball to prevent the water from leaking out while still providing humidity. The remaining space in the test tube will serve as the queen's initial chamber. Place the queen ant inside and seal the open end of the tube with another cotton ball, ensuring it is not too tight, allowing some airflow. After setting up the test tube, it's crucial to place it in a dark, undisturbed area to simulate the queen's natural habitat and reduce stress. The queen will begin laying eggs within a few days to weeks, depending on the species and her condition. During this time, it is essential to avoid disturbing her as much as possible. Disturbances can stress the queen and negatively impact her egg-laying process. As the queen starts to lay eggs, you will notice the first brood, which includes eggs, larvae, and eventually pupae, from which the first worker ants will emerge. These initial workers, often called nanitics, are usually smaller than subsequent generations but will perform all the necessary tasks to support the queen and the developing colony. Once the first workers emerge, it's time to transfer the colony to a more permanent setup where they can expand and thrive. There are various types of ant farm setups, but one of the most popular and manageable for beginners is the formicarium. A formicarium can be purchased or homemade and consists of a nesting area and a foraging area. The nesting area mimics the underground chambers where ants live and care for their brood, while the foraging area is where ants search for food and water. For a simple homemade formicarium, you can use a plastic or glass container with a tight-fitting lid to prevent escape. Create nesting chambers using materials like plaster, grout, or sand, ensuring they have some moisture to replicate the humidity of natural ant nests. The foraging area can be a connected container or an open space in the main container. To transition the ants from the test tube to the formicarium, connect the test tube to the new setup using a small piece of tubing. Gradually increase the light exposure to the test tube to encourage the ants to move into the darker, more secure formicarium. This process can take several days to a few weeks, so patience is key. Feeding your ant colony is a critical aspect of maintaining their health and ensuring the colony thrives. Ants have diverse dietary needs, depending on the species, but generally, they require a balanced diet of proteins and carbohydrates. Proteins can come from sources like insects, fruit flies, mealworms, or small crickets, bits of cooked meat, or commercial ant food. Carbohydrates are typically provided in the form of sugar water or honey. It's important to research the specific dietary needs of your ant species to ensure you are providing appropriate nutrition. Starting an ant farm with a queen ant is a journey that combines scientific curiosity with practical hands-on experience. It requires patience, observation, and a willingness to learn and adapt. By following these steps and continually educating yourself about the specific needs and behaviors of your ant species, you can create a thriving ant colony that offers endless opportunities for discovery and learning. Whether you are an enthusiast, a student, or an educator, An ant farm with a queen ant can provide a fascinating glimpse into the intricate world of ant societies and the natural wonders of entomology. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.